Okay, hello everyone. Good evening. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
How are you today? Doing good? Okay, I hope you're doing great today. So let's start, guys. Let's begin our session today. So today is May 11. We have our session number 6, our class number 6 of level B1.4. Okay, so let's start. Let's check the agenda first, and then we will check the list, the attendance for the students. All right, so the agenda first, we're going to do an activity again to practice the narrative tenses. So past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Okay, and then we will start working on the task for unit 3, which is to describe or to tell a story from 2 points of view. So that is the task. The task has a part about vocabulary, then a listening part, and finally you have a discussion and writing part of the class. All right, so this is our agenda for today. Let's start right away by checking the list, the attendance. So I will turn off my camera just for a moment and let's call the list. Okay, Gerson Arismendi. Gerson. It's not here. Okay, Narváez. Jean-Claude Barrera.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Yesid Calderón.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Natalia Camargo.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Andrés Correa.
Present, teacher.
All right. Andrés Corredor.
Present, teacher.
Silvia Cuellar. Silvia. Johan Duque.
Present, teacher.
Okay, Johan, thank you. Elkin Fernández. Julián Figueroa.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Ginette Fontecha.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Carlos Galán.
Present, teacher.
Mabel Gamboa.
Present, teacher.
Okay. José Alejandro Gómez.
Here, teacher.
Okay. And Lisette Tarazón.
Present, teacher.
Okay, very good. All right, guys, so let's start our session today with a short review for the narrative tenses. So what we learned yesterday. Remember, we studied yesterday in unit 3, we have the narrative tenses. So past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. So in this activity, I will create two groups and I will call your names to participate for team 1 or team 2, okay? So I will show you the sentence, and some sentences have two options, like A or B, and others have 4 options, so A, B, C, D, okay? So if you have 4 options, you get 2 opportunities, 2 chances, all right? So for example, you say the answer is A. I click it, and if it is incorrect, you get another opportunity, okay? Only for the questions that have 4 options. The questions with 2 options, you only get 1 chance, okay? Of course, 1 opportunity, all right? So let's create the groups, and let's start calling your names to participate in the activity. So for the first group, group number 1, we have Andrés Corredor. Andrés, can you choose a number, please?
Corredor?
Yes.
Okay. And number 2.
Number 2. Okay. This is the sentence, Andres. Susan was really angry because she her tea. And you have 4 options.
Susan was married because after
Mhm. This is A, B, C, or D.
I think is number had drunk.
Hadn't drank, so A, B, C.
Sí.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
No, you get another opportunity. You can get another opportunity, Andres. A, B, or D?
B.
B?
B.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Susan was really angry because she hadn't drunk her tea. Ella estaba enojada porque no había tomado su té. All right? Okay, let's continue with second group. Andrés Correa.
Okay, teacher, number 7.
Okay, 7. Okay, we only have 2 options here. The waitress after Jason because his bill.
The waitress. Option A, teacher.
Option A.
The first one, yes.
Yes, correct. The waitress ran after Jason because he hadn't paid his bill. La mesera corrió tras Jason porque él no había pagado su cuenta. Very good. All right, let's go group number 1 again. You see it?
Okay, teacher, and number 5.
5, okay. Let's see. Victor, be scared because he not fly before.
Victor. B. Esto A, B, C, D.
D, was scared because he hadn't flown. Yes, letter D.
D, yes.
Okay. Yes, it's okay. Victor was scared because he hadn't flown before. Okay, Elkin and Sylvia, I see your messages. When we finish the game, I will write your attendance, okay? Continue. This is for group number 2. Okay, Carlos. Choose a
Yes,
number,
teacher.
please.
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay. You have the options. Because
Teacher,
I hadn't.
I don't see the option. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Because I hadn't turned it on.
teacher, I think it's um,
A, B, C,
B.
or D? B?
Yes.
It's correct. The printer
Okay.
didn't work because I hadn't turned it on. Correct? Okay, group number 1. Let's see. Sylvia.
Me, teacher?
Yes?
Okay. Number 11.
11, okay. Jim didn't recognize his friend because he grew a beard. Option A, B, C, or D.
Those?
Can you repeat?
Oh,
Option A?
no, teacher, wait.
Mm,
Had grown?
Okay, option D. Yes. No reconoció a su amigo porque se había dejado la barba, o sería como lo diríamos en español. Yes, had grown a beard. Okay. Group number 2, Elkin.
Number 12.
Okay, 12. Okay. Yuri got wet because he forget to bring his umbrella.
He had forgotten
Okay,
to
option
bring
B.
his umbrella. Yes.
It's correct. Yes. Good. For group 1, Johan. Team number 1.
1 teacher.
Number 1. Okay. When I got home, Susan, dinner.
Had
Okay. Which option? A, B, C, or D?
B.
B? I cannot hear you very well. B?
Yes, teacher B.
B? Okay. Yes, when I got home, Susan had already cooked dinner. Ella ya había preparado la cena. Okay, good. For group 2, or team number 2, Jeanette.
Yes, teacher. 14.
14, okay. Oh, you gain some points, win some points. Good. Group number 1, Jose.
Six.
6. Okay. Alina didn't want to go to the cinema because
Mm,
She had already saw the movie.
okay, option
Saw.
B.
B. Yes, teacher.
No, incorrect. You get one more chance for 5 points.
Teacher, C.
A, B, C. She did already see the movie. No, it's incorrect. The option is she had already seen the movie, okay? Ella ya había visto la película. Recordemos, el had más el verbo en pasado participo. Okay? No points in this case. Okay, team number 2, Jean-Claude.
number 8.
8, okay. When we to the classroom, Susan.
Option A.
Okay. When we got to the classroom, Susan had disappeared. Yes, it's correct. Very good. 15 points. All right. Julian, for group number 1.
3.
Okay. You can take points from team number 2. Let's take, no, not 25. Maybe like 15. Let's put it in the middle, 15 points. Okay, team number 2, Lisette.
16, teacher.
16, okay. You can take the points back. So let's take the same 15 points.
Okay.
All right, Mabeli for group number 1.
Teacher, number 10.
10, okay. Paul couldn't see anything because his glasses.
Teacher. Had lost.
Had lost, option D. Yes, it's correct. He had lost his glasses. Había perdido sus gafas. Okay, team number 2. Lisette, yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Natalia.
Yes, teacher. 9.
9, okay. Oh,
Oh.
no. You swap points. Cambiamos los
Okay.
puntos. Okay, who hasn't participated yet? Which student? ¿Alguien no ha participado aún? Creo que ya todos. Okay, so let's start again with Andrés Corredor. The last question, Andrés. 13 or 15? Andrés?
Me?
Yes, Andrés Corredor.
Okay, teacher. Number there.
13 or 15?
30?
13.
Okay.
Okay, 13. Eva and Maria weren't hungry because
They have dinner.
which option? A? They
A.
have dinner?
Yes.
No, you have one more chance for 10 points.
They were having dinner. They had dinner.
They had just
They
had
just-
dinner. This option D. Okay, yes. They had just had dinner. Good.
Always there are the possibility that they are two
Had. Dos veces had.
no
¿El verbo?
I mean, dos respuestas posibles.
¿Me puede repetir cómo así?
En las preguntas hay la posibilidad de que haya siempre dos respuestas posibles, pero
No, no, dos oportunidades. No que
porque,
dos respuestas correctas. En este caso solo era la que elegiste.
porque ya comieron, ok,
Ya
ellas-
habían comido, ya habían comido. Ellas
y
no tenían hambre.
ok, y they had dinner, ¿por qué no?
They
They
had
had dinner.
dinner. No, Ellas no tenían hambre porque ellas comieron. Es que en español es diferente, ¿no? Este tiempo está en presente. Aquí estamos hablando de ellas no tenían hambre en el pasado porque ellas ya habían comido. Eso es el pasado del pasado. ¿Ok? Entonces, lo correcto sería el had, ¿ok? No
Teacher,
podemos decir
eso,
el presente, ellas comen, no, porque ellas
Hello,
comen, no.
eso
hello.
traduciría como ellas habían tenido una cena.
En la
Habían tenido.
respuesta, sí, sería ellas ya habían cenado, en español
Antes
diríamos cenar. Es que en inglés las oraciones de lunch, breakfast, dinner, siempre van con un verbo, o eat, o have, ¿sí? O eat o have. Nosotros en español sí tenemos el verbo desayunar, almorzar, comer o cenar. En inglés no, en inglés es o comer cena o tener cena, ¿ok? Se escribiría, pero lo traducimos a ellas ya habían cenado, ¿ok? Yes. Or no.
Yes,
Silencio.
teacher, I understand.
Ok. La
Thank
diferencia es que al traducirlo al español no podemos decir, o suena raro que digamos ellas tuvieron cena. No, en español diríamos ellas cenaron, ¿ok? Pero en inglés, breakfast, lunch, dinner siempre van con un verbo, o have o eat, ¿ok? Es diferente al español. All right.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, good. And let's finish with the last group. Maybe Andres Correa, the last one.
Okay, teacher.
Number 15, okay. The accident when they home.
Option D, happened while driving.
Yes, it's correct. The accident happened when they were driving. El accidente ocurrió cuando ellos estaban conduciendo. Good. Okay, the winners today are team number 1. Well done, guys. So I hope that this activity helped you a little more with the narrative tenses, so you can see the use in different sentences or contexts, right? El tema que vimos de las estructuras o los tiempos de la narración, narrativos, son útiles cuando estamos contando historias, ¿no? Siempre usamos el pasado simple o continuo o el pasado perfecto o el pasado perfecto. Okay, so we can finish this like review, and then we are going to start with the task for unit 3. Give me just a moment and we'll start. All right, guys. Sorry, let's start. I was checking the attendance list. Now we're going to start on pages 28 and 29 from the book. We are going to do the task for Unit 3. This task is called Tell a Story from 2 Points of View. So we are going, in this part, we're going to listen to a story, a situation from 2 different people, okay? They narrate the situation and how they saw it or how they felt in that moment, okay? So first, we're going to look at the pictures to clarify the vocabulary. They all show an incident that happened to Bill and Frank after they had been to a party. You're going to match these words to the pictures that we have in the book. Okay, so we have picture A, B, C, D, E, and F. All right, sorry. E, F, and G, sorry. We have all these pictures and we have some phrases here. So you're going to match them to the correct image. Laugh your head off, a police car, break into a car, a slippery road, swear, thick ice, sway all over the place, a police cell, be drunk, or a steep hill. Tell me, guys, let's clarify the meaning of some of these words. So for the first phrase, laugh your head off. Do you know what this means? What's the meaning of this phrase? To laugh your head off?
No, teacher.
No idea? What is laugh?
¿Algo?
What is laugh?
¿Como reír?
¿Como
Yes,
reír?
reír. In this case, is like laugh a lot, very much. In Spanish, we could say morirse de la risa, right? To laugh your head off. Es una frase en inglés para expresar, pues, que se estaban riendo demasiado, estaban muriéndose de risa. Okay, then we have a police car. To break into a car. Do you understand what this means? Break into a car. No? Maybe a thief, a person that likes to rob other people, breaks into cars. You understand what's the meaning of this?
No, teacher.
No?
No, teacher, no idea.
So imagine, I'm telling you, someone that robs, steals, a thief, you understand? A robbery, breaks into a car to maybe get some things from the car. This is to break into a car.
Irrumpir, algo así.
Yes. Como entrar, ¿cómo lo diríamos en español? Robar algo que está dentro de un carro, como abrirlo a la fuerza, ¿ok? To break into a car. Entonces, esa sería la traducción, break into a car. A slippery road. What is this? A slippery road.
Like resbaladizo.
Yes, slippery is resbaladizo. And road,
Como calle.
Carretera lisa.
yes, carretera. Una carretera lisa o resbalosa. Yes, slippery road. Swear. What is to swear?
¿Jurar?
Yes, that's one meaning of swear. But in this case, they are referring to a different meaning of the word swear. And it's the same as saying bad words in English or in Spanish, right? Saying like curse words, okay? You understand? Like in Spanish, we could say decir groserías, maldecir, right? This is to swear. Entonces, jurar o tiene ese otro significado, ¿no? Decir malas palabras, groserías. Thick eyes. What is this? Thick eyes.
Como hielo grueso.
Yes, thick ice. Like, for example, here is a thick layer of ice. Sway all over the place. You understand? Sway all over the place. No idea?
Como meneándose por todos lados, algo así.
Yes, it's something like this. So imagine you are on this street. There's a lot of ice and you're trying to walk. So you are swaying all over the place, right? Like resbalándose de un lado a otro, okay? Tambaleándose, swaying all over the place. A police cell. What is this? A police cell? This is a police cell. In Spanish, how do we say?
¿Prisión? ¿Celda? No.
Celda. Yes, celda, cell. So to be drunk, we understand this, to be drunk. Wait.
¿Estar domado?
Yes. Yes, to drink alcohol and be drunk. And the last one is a steep hill. No idea?
No,
So
teacher.
what
Colina.
is that hill?
¿La colina?
Colina, hill. So in this case, steep is like empinada. We can say a hill, a steep hill, como una colina muy pronunciada o empinada, okay? Like for example here, a steep hill. All right, so let's match these words to some of the scenes in the pictures, okay? I'll give you some minutes and then we can check your answers. Pueden repetir algunas de las frases en diferentes imágenes, ¿ok? All right, guys, so let's compare your answers. So for the first image, the picture dancing, which phrase could you match from the ones on the list, on the box? From the first image.
Sway all over the place.
Yes, we can say they sway all over the place. They are moving. What else from this list?
Be drunk?
Yes, maybe
Be
be
drunk?
drunk. We are not sure, but maybe yes for the first one. Okay, for picture B, what phrases can we match to it?
Thick.
Thick eyes?
Thick eyes, yes. What else?
Es way,
It's way all over the place.
Yes, again, sway all over the place. They are moving, slipping.
A steep high? A steep hill?
Yes, a steep hill. Yes, we have a steep hill, una colina pronunciada o empinada. Okay. And
maybe it's weird. It's weird.
maybe
Slippery road?
swear. Yes, maybe
Swear.
a slippery road. Yes, maybe they are swearing, like diciendo malas palabras. Yes, maybe. Okay, for the picture C, what do you think?
Break into a car.
Into a
Yes,
car?
maybe break into a car. The woman sees the guys touching the car, so maybe she thinks they are breaking into the car. And what else? No more? Okay. And for the next D, what are they doing?
Loud
Laugh.
Lowering your head up?
Laughing your head off. Yes, they are both laughing a lot. For picture E, what did she do? No?
No, teacher.
No. From the list, we don't have anything like related to this image. Then we have a police car. Yes, a police car. And no more.
Maybe
Be
be drunk.
Maybe be drunk?
Yeah, maybe be drunk. Yes. And for the last one is a police
cell.
cell. He is in a police cell. All right, so you can see the incident that occurred to Bill and Frank. And also we have this old lady involved in the incident, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to listen to both versions of the story, okay? First, we will listen to Bill. He's telling his lawyer what happened after the incident, okay? So he's retelling the story. So in this part, it's a bit different because we need to take notes very carefully. You take as much information as possible. So we will have two different groups of students. For the first group, we'll take notes for Bill's side of the story. Okay? So Gerson, Kenner is not here, Jean-Claude, Yesid, Natalia, Andres Camilo, Andres Corredor, and Silvia Natalia. You will take notes from the first story, okay? For Bill's side of the story. Then, after we listen, the group number 2, so Johan, Elkin, Julian, Jeanette, Carlos, Mabel, Jose, and Lisette, will take notes from the second story, so the old lady's side of the story. Okay? It's important, guys, that you take notes and that you participate in the activity because after this, we will work in pairs. So, for example, Gerson will work with Johan. Jean-Claude will work with Elkin. So, we are going to put one student from group 1 and one student from group 2, and you will work together. So, you need the information, so the complete information to do the next part of the activity. All right? Entonces, vamos a empezar con el primer audio. Toman nota esos estudiantes Y del segundo audio de la versión de la señora, toman nota el grupo 2. Okay? Is it clear what we need to do?
Yes, teacher.
All right. So let's start the listening part.
Unit 3, Recording 4. It was about midnight, I guess. I was coming home from a Christmas party with my friend Frank. It was very, very cold, absolutely freezing. There was thick ice everywhere and it had been snowing for several hours. Actually, maybe it was still snowing because we really couldn't see where we were going. The road we were walking down was on a really steep hill too, so you can imagine it was just so slippery and we couldn't see a thing, so, well, we just kept falling over. We'd get up and 2 seconds later, we fell over again. Not because we were drunk or anything, but just because it was so slippery. Anyway, for some reason, this all began to seem very funny, and we were laughing our heads off and calling to each other for help, you know. We really didn't know how we were going to get down that hill. We weren't making any progress at all. Well, eventually, we realised that the only way we could move at all was if we held onto the cars that were parked in the street for support. So that's what we did, and slowly we were managing to move along. Except suddenly, this police car drew up and 2 police officers got out and started shouting at us. We tried to talk to them and find out what the problem was, but they wouldn't listen to us. They just pushed us in the back of the car and drove us to the nearest police station. To be honest, I can't remember much after that, but a few hours later, I woke up in a police cell, feeling absolutely terrified, not to mention freezing cold.
All right, we will listen second time. So, guys, pay attention, the ones from group number 1.
Unit 3, Recording 4. It was about midnight, I guess. I was coming home from a Christmas party with my friend Frank. It was very, very cold, absolutely freezing. There was thick ice everywhere and it had been snowing for several hours. Actually, maybe it was still snowing because we really couldn't see where we were going. The road we were walking down was on a really steep hill too, so you can imagine it was just so slippery and we couldn't see a thing, so, well, we just kept falling over. We'd get up and 2 seconds later, we fell over again. Not because we were drunk or anything, but just because it was so slippery. Anyway, for some reason, this all began to seem very funny, and we were laughing our heads off and calling to each other for help, you know. We really didn't know how we were going to get down that hill. We weren't making any progress at all. Well, eventually, we realised that the only way we could move at all was if we held onto the cars that were parked in the street for support. So that's what we did, and slowly we were managing to move along. Except suddenly, this police car drew up and 2 police officers got out and started shouting at us. We tried to talk to them and find out what the problem was, but they wouldn't listen to us. They just pushed us in the back of the car and drove us to the nearest police station. To be honest, I can't remember much after that, but a few hours later, I woke up in a police cell, feeling absolutely terrified, not to mention freezing cold.
All right, guys, tell me, have you got enough information, all the details, or do you need to listen one more time?
Teacher, for me, one more time, sorry.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. We will listen. It's okay. We will listen to it third time, and then we listen to the other again, the other audio, also 3 times. Okay. So pay attention. This is the last time for the first group, the Bill's story. Okay.
Unit 3, Recording 4. It was about midnight, I guess. I was coming home from a Christmas party with my friend Frank. It was very, very cold, absolutely freezing. There was thick ice everywhere and it had been snowing for several hours. Actually, maybe it was still snowing because we really couldn't see where we were going. The road we were walking down was on a really steep hill too, so you can imagine it was just so slippery and we couldn't see a thing, so, well, we just kept falling over. We'd get up and 2 seconds later, we fell over again. Not because we were drunk or anything, but just because it was so slippery. Anyway, for some reason, this all began to seem very funny, and we were laughing our heads off and calling to each other for help, you know. We really didn't know how we were going to get down that hill. We weren't making any progress at all. Well, eventually, we realised that the only way we could move at all was if we held onto the cars that were parked in the street for support. So that's what we did, and slowly we were managing to move along. Except suddenly, this police car drew up and 2 police officers got out and started shouting at us. We tried to talk to them and find out what the problem was, but they wouldn't listen to us. They just pushed us in the back of the car and drove us to the nearest police station. To be honest, I can't remember much after that, but a few hours later, I woke up in a police cell, feeling absolutely terrified, not to mention freezing cold.
All right, so that was for the first version of the story. Now, the other students, Johan, Elkin, Julian, Jeanette, Carlos, Mabel, Jose, and Lisette, you will need to pay attention to the second story. So we have the old lady version, okay? What she told the police. All right, let's start listening.
Unit 3, Recording 5.
It all happened at about 1 o'clock in the morning, I would say. I had gone to bed at 10, as usual, but I had to get up to go to the bathroom. As I was getting back into bed, I heard this dreadful noise outside in the street, men shouting. So, of course, I went to the window to see what was going on. Anyway, I looked out and saw these 2 young men just outside my house. They were swaying all over the place, shouting and swearing at each other. They had obviously been drinking. You could see they were drunk. Very aggressive and nasty-looking types. Then I noticed that they were doing something to the cars. It was a very clear night with a full moon, so I could see everything. They were banging on all the car windows, trying to break into them. Obviously, as soon as I realised what was going on, I called the police straight away, and thank goodness they came more or less immediately, and arrested them before they could do any damage. It was very lucky I happened to wake up and catch them. Otherwise, I'm sure half the cars in the neighbourhood would have been robbed, even stolen. This is a nice neighbourhood. People have expensive cars with all sorts of expensive things in them. It was very lucky that I saw it all.
Okay, let's listen the second time.
Unit 3, Recording 5.
It all happened at about 1 o'clock in the morning, I would say. I had gone to bed at 10, as usual, but I had to get up to go to the bathroom. As I was getting back into bed, I heard this dreadful noise outside in the street, men shouting. So, of course, I went to the window to see what was going on. Anyway, I looked out and saw these 2 young men just outside my house. They were swaying all over the place, shouting and swearing at each other. They had obviously been drinking. You could see they were drunk. Very aggressive and nasty-looking types. Then I noticed that they were doing something to the cars. It was a very clear night with a full moon, so I could see everything. They were banging on all the car windows, trying to break into them. Obviously, as soon as I realised what was going on, I called the police straight away, and thank goodness they came more or less immediately, and arrested them before they could do any damage. It was very lucky I happened to wake up and catch them. Otherwise, I'm sure half the cars in the neighbourhood would have been robbed, even stolen. This is a nice neighbourhood. People have expensive cars with all sorts of expensive things in them. It was very lucky that I saw it all.
All right, now the third and last time for the second audio.
Unit 3, Recording 5.
It all happened at about 1 o'clock in the morning, I would say. I had gone to bed at 10, as usual, but I had to get up to go to the bathroom. As I was getting back into bed, I heard this dreadful noise outside in the street, men shouting. So, of course, I went to the window to see what was going on. Anyway, I looked out and saw these two young men just outside my house. They were swaying all over the place, shouting and swearing at each other. They had obviously been drinking. You could see they were drunk. Very aggressive and nasty-looking types. Then I noticed that they were doing something to the cars. It was a very clear night with a full moon, so I could see everything. They were banging on all the car windows, trying to break into them. Obviously, as soon as I realized what was going on, I called the police straight away, and thank goodness they came more or less immediately, and arrested them before they could do any damage. It was very lucky I happened to wake up and catch them. Otherwise, I'm sure half the cars in the neighbourhood would have been robbed, even stolen. This is a nice neighbourhood. People have expensive cars with all sorts of expensive things in them. It was very lucky that I saw it all.
All right, guys, very good. Excellent, guys. So listen, before we do the activity with another student from the other group, I will give you 10 minutes in the breakout rooms with your teammates, okay? So this group and the other group. So the idea here is for you to compare your notes and maybe complete your notes if necessary, okay? Maybe the other students got some information that you didn't. So these 10 minutes you will use just to complete your notes and for you to be ready for the next part of the task, okay? So do you understand what we have to do now in the next 10 minutes? Yes?
Teacher, I take notes about what information?
You should take from the second person.
Okay.
Okay? Entonces los voy a enviar a dos salas, el grupo 1 y el grupo 2, para que comparen sus notas. De pronto uno de ustedes lee la información que tiene y los demás le pueden ir añadiendo o ustedes, cada uno pues complementa sus notas con lo que anotaron los otros estudiantes, ¿ok? Para que sus notas estén pues tan completas como sea posible para la siguiente parte de la actividad. ¿Ok? It's clear? Okay, guys, tell me, any questions about what we need to do now? We are very silent today.
No, teacher, no questions.
If you have questions, please let me know, okay? Okay, let's create the group. Then we have, okay, just give me just a second. I will create the groups. Okay, guys, you can go to the breakout rooms.
Ya le digo. Ok. Si quieren
Nosotros
podemos
hablamos solo de
empezar.
vida.
Yes.
Okay. You can start
Okay.
with the first.
Bueno, yo puedo empezar.
The first.
Bueno, yo noté, it was midnight and they come from the Christmas party. It was very cold. They slept on the ice and they laughed because it was a funny situation. They grabbed onto the car because it was the only way to move forward and support themselves. The police car arrived with two policemen. They tried to explain to the police what happened, but they didn't listen. They were taken to the police station. Finally, Bill woke up at the police station.
Okay.
No sé si.
Okay. It's about the audio, right? I'm the first audio. And
Yes.
they
Bueno, por ejemplo, ahí dice que los capturan, pero
Yes.
se contradice un poco porque dice que estaban borrachos, ¿no? Ellos sí estaban tomados, porque si estaban tomados, ¿cómo iban a estar robando?
Is the point of view of the
all girl,
Yes,
all
The
woman.
lady.
yes, guys, we
All
don't
lady.
know the truth. No tenemos la verdad. Tenemos dos versiones, okay?
Mhm.
So we don't know actually what is the truth.
Only a supposition.
We need to guess
The
what is
truth.
the
Yes,
the
that is
truth.
the next part. If you agree, that's in the next speaking part. So you are going to discuss if you agree with the man's version or the old lady's version. Okay.
Who have the reason?
No, who is right?
Who is right? This
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yes. Okay, so are you ready? Have you compared your notes? Do you think you are ready for the next part?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, good. So I will close these groups. Let me go to the other one again, and I will close it soon. Okay.
Grab
To
it
the
or
cars
the
that
car.
were parked.
Wrap it?
Yes. Yes.
Parked in the street for support.
Mhm.
We have and they held
Okay.
onto the cars that were parked in the street for support.
For support.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In,
And
And
in
suddenly
that
a
moment,
police car arrives
yes, the
because
poli-
of the
suddenly the police
and the police
yes.
officer started
uh,
shouting,
shouting.
gritando, shout,
Okay.
como que la policía comenzó a gritar,
Started shouting.
and they tried to talk with,
Try to explain
explain,
problem.
talk about with the police what the problem, but the police didn't listen.
Mm-hmm. Didn't listen. Oh.
Y algo decía de que lo
Um,
llevaron a,
uh-huh.
a la station,
Sí, police
and
station.
drop up to nearest police station,
To the
como lo
police
llevaron como
station,
a
yes.
la estación más
Ah,
cercana.
and
Y,
y al
y
último,
algo dentro
a
de
few a
sintieron
few
como
hours.
absolutely, yes,
Few hours
eh,
I woke up in a police cell,
Sí,
algo
que
así.
él
yes,
se levantó en...
feeling absolutely terrified, como asustados, como, no sé, se sintieron
Pero algo así como que los metieron a la celda o algo
a
así.
la celda, sí,
En a police
y
cell.
se sintieron como, decía, no entendí,
Terrified.
feeling absolutely terrified, pero no sé por qué
Ujú.
dice, algo no,
And freezing, algo así, freezing, como si tuvieran mucho frío, congelados o algo así.
sí, o
Freezing.
sea, como en español el contexto, ellos estaban regresando, como que estaba haciendo frío, estaban nevando, se resbalaban, se caían, no porque estuvieran tomados, sino porque estaba listo, o sea, sí entendí.
Y se
Eh,
reían, algo que, o
Yes,
sea, que les pareció
they
chistoso, ¿no?
were drunk.
ujú.
Yes.
Y entonces ellos comenzaron como a decía que soportarse de los carros, y pasó la policía y comenzaron como a gritarles, y se los llevaron a la estación. Ahí eso medio entendí, y ellos se sentían como asustados, eso entendí.
Ujú. Yes. Eh,
And
cuando
what is the
dice,
version
¿cómo,
from the
compañero?
old lady? The version, la versión de la viejita.
Pero eso no nos tocaba, no
No,
nos
no,
tocaba a
esto no nos
nosotros.
tocaba.
Pero
Just
lo que
yeah.
entendí
Now,
es
sorry.
Okay. So
Just your version.
I think
Just Bill.
okay,
Just
okay.
the first
sí, solamente
conversation.
nos tocaba la primera. Pero lo que entendí fue que la viejita iba como para el baño y se le dio por asomarse por la
Can
ventana
you
y lo
say
vio.
in English? The
Ah,
old lady was going to the bathroom.
the- okay, the old lady goes to the
Okay.
bathroom and see through the window. The guy broke into the car.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, they didn't break into the car. They were trying to break into the cars, according to the
Okay.
lady.
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yes,
Okay.
So
this is the version.
she called the police
She called the police.
because
All right. You finish your version, so I will finish these
yes,
groups,
teacher.
and let's continue with the activity. You want to continue? Okay, let's go back. Okay, let's wait for the rest of the students to come back here. Right. Okay, we are waiting just for the other students to come back here, so I can explain what we are going to do in the next part. Okay, so listen, guys, as I was explaining before, the next part of the activity is a discussion between students from group 1 and group 2. I will send you to breakout rooms in groups of 2 students or maybe 3, and you will complete this slide, okay, with the following information. So in the first part, let's say 15 minutes you will take to make a list of differences between the stories, okay? So for this part, you can use the vocabulary in the useful language part C, okay? Because you're going to compare the two stories. So you can say according to Frank or according to the old lady, or he said this, whereas, mientras que, whereas the lady said this, okay? Vamos a escribir unas oraciones con la información diferente o las grandes diferencias entre las dos historias, ¿no? He was certain that, él estaba seguro de que, she mentioned this or she didn't mention the fact, he didn't mention anything about, etc. Okay? So you're going to compare the two stories and write some a list with the main differences between the two stories. Okay? Yes, it's clear. This is the first part. Okay? So once you are ready with the differences, I want you to discuss the questions. We have 3, and write like a summary of your answers. So the first question is, whose side of the story do you believe? ¿A quién le crees? ¿Qué lado de la historia creen? Okay? You are going to discuss and then get a conclusion, and you write your conclusion, right? We believe Frank, or we believe the old lady. And the second question, were the police right to arrest Bill and his friend? ¿Estuvo bien que la policía arrestara a Billy y su amigo? And number 3 is, what further action, ¿qué otra acción, do you think that the police took against Frank or Bill? ¿Qué otra acción tomó la policía o qué otra acción creen que tomó la policía en esa situación, in that situation? Okay? So we have 2 different things. First, the list of the differences between the 2 sides, and then you are going to discuss and answer these questions. So in total, we will have 20-25 minutes to work on this. All right, is it clear what we need to do?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, okay, so take the link, open the link, and give me a minute. I will create all the groups, okay? Just a minute. All right, guys, the groups are ready. You can go to the breakout rooms now.
Hi, teacher. About
Hello.
13 minutes. Hello, teacher. Okay, Johan, thank you. We haven't started yet.
It's okay, don't worry. You can continue.
Okay, teacher. Teacher, in part, discuss the question about, okay, no, nothing, forget this.
Okay. Don't worry.
Hello, teacher.
Yes.
We don't know what
Number?
slide.
Okay.
Yes.
You, you, are number 6.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
All right.
Andrés,
Sí,
¿usted está en PC o?
sí, estoy en el PC.
Ah, listo. ¿Puede anotar los nombres? Y vamos.
Sí, sí, sí. Es que
Listo.
como no tengo Word,
Ok.
esto no me deja tan fácil. Se demora un poco en dejarme escribir.
Ok.
Hombre, qué pena.
José
José,
Gómez.
José
Sí.
Gómez.
Inés es banging, banging, banging. What is the meaning of banging? Lo anoté, pero no lo supe.
Es golpear.
Ah, okay.
Ujú.
Is the they were banging according to o según lo que ella dijo, ¿cómo se diría, teacher? Según lo que ella dijo.
According to, no?
Um,
According to.
um, they were like banging on the cars or trying to break into the cars, tratando como de abrir los carros, ¿no? A la puerta,
Yes.
según ella, according to her. So they were trying to break into the cars.
Okay. Then she called the police immediately. And it's a fable because the police come come there quickly. In
Yes, this
Colombia,
doesn't happen in
that thing
Colombia.
doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. And the police arrest them.
Mm, and, teacher, how we can write ma'am the señora?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How we can write the
Men.
señora?
The old
Mister?
lady,
No.
the
Yes,
old man, the old
mm,
lady, the old
yes.
woman.
Okay, really. Uh,
Mm,
so then, okay,
okay.
using the useful language.
¿Cuál es the
Uh,
police? Then they, I think,
um,
ella tiene decía, ah,
so, bueno, como que luego ya pensó que
doing, they were doing something to the car.
sorry.
Sí, ella, entonces, she think,
Okay,
ella
okay, she thought.
pensó, she thought they were doing something, como que ellos estaban haciéndole algo,
Uh,
so,
they,
uh, they were
they,
doing something to the cars. Como que ella pensó que están haciendo a los carros.
like a robbery.
Like a robbery, yes.
Uh,
And she called it uh, the police.
yes, then,
Then
mm,
she decided
so,
call the
yeah, so he is down, it is down. Sequentially, ¿cómo que sequential? No sé cómo poner, bueno, voy a poner.
¿Qué buscas? ¿Qué
como
palabra?
secuencia, como
Secuencia, secuencia.
eh,
Entonces,
secuencialmente, no sé. Bueno, then,
¿qué quieres decir?
como secuencialmente, no sé qué, no sé ni siquiera, no sé qué palabra.
Sin embargo, however, sin embargo,
No, pues sin embargo sería como una idea al contraria.
no, del mismo modo, anyway, no,
No,
de la misma manera, del mismo, no,
no. O como que por eso fue que llamó a la policía, ¿sabes?
for this reason, o
No,
no,
como ya lo usamos.
ok, otra palabra,
Estoy
mm,
buscando esa.
Robar.
Robar. Entonces, Frank say that ay, ¿qué? They just keep, no. Ay, ¿cómo es? Parked in the street for support. Espérame un momentito.
They use the car for support. I think. I don't know.
Yes, they use the cars for support. Yes, correct.
Okay. They use the car for support. So, support is double P? No. Support. So, yes, support. Okay. And whereas she say that what she say?
That they are trying to steal.
Okay. Try to break into a car.
Yes.
Support. And she say that they break? No, they are break. Ellos.
They are trying to break.
Sí. They try to break into a car.
Yes.
They try to break into a car. Okay. Support. Este support se me está volviendo a cambiar ahí todo raro. Support.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, guys.
Yes, in this moment I am writing the sentence in the slide because I speak about the two version about the listening.
Okay, good. Don't worry, you can continue working. I will just be here for a minute.
For the second part, Andres, the first question. You put
Yes.
The,
Whose side of the history that you believe?
in the
Whose side?
slide, you put the information in the slide?
No, no, I'm not yet, but let
Okay.
me 1 second.
Okay, okay.
Because they sound, o sea, como que ellos suenan, they sound,
Because they were more conscious.
ajá.
They were more conscious. Teacher? Hello,
Yes,
teacher.
guys. Yes, I'm here. Sorry. I was
Eh,
trying
but
to
how do you spell conscience? Consciente.
what is the complete sentence that you want
Eh,
to write?
Yes, we believe the version from the guys, from the two guys, because they were more conscious.
Okay, they were, we can say more conscious. I will write on the chat, conscious or more aware.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
All right.
Thank you, teacher. Y yo creo que decir something like, and the explanation, they,
Yes, that could happen. That could happen because yes, she's
told now.
yeah.
So entonces write down here about the first question. Wait. So we agree with the first story. We believe in
With Bill's story.
first story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait. I can write. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Please. The second question. Were the police right to arrest Bill and his friend? I think they were wrong because they didn't listen their version.
Maybe.
What do you think?
Banging the car windows. Las puedes poner ahí.
Okay.
Trying to wreck into
Yes.
them. Try to wreck. Trying, okay,
Check Windows. Oh, no.
into them. Okay.
Yes.
And what action do you think the police took? The police siempre se me olvida. ¿A fine? No. Teacher, ¿cómo es que se estoy comparando? ¿A fine?
Yes, a fine.
Solo fine? Only fine?
Yes, a fine. It's correct.
It's correct to say we think the police
Oh,
put a
I think it's a car ticket.
car ticket.
Creo que esa es la traducción. Déjame revisar. Es a car ticket. Ok, no, perdón, es que estaba pensando en un comparendo, pero de carro no, si es como una multa, porque no es del carro, sino es una multa, a ellos sí sería a fine.
A fine. Put a fine. Yes.
Yes. Entonces, car
Okay.
ticket no, porque ese sería al carro, como es a las personas sería a fine.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Oh,
Muy bien,
yeah.
Alan.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, teacher. How are
Hello,
you?
guys. Good. Did you finish?
Yes, teacher.
All right, let's check. Okay, let's share the screen. All right. So the differences. Bill and Frank slipped on the ice and they laughed because it was a funny situation. They grabbed onto the car because it was the only way to move forward and support themselves, okay?
Okay.
She got up. She, como no la hemos mencionado antes, decimos the old lady,
Okay.
okay, got up and saw through the window. Two men, okay, ella se levantó and saw two men through the window.
Okay.
Trying to break into them. Into, ¿quiénes son ellos?
Okay. Dentro de
Into
los
the
carros.
cars. Into the cars. Immediately she called the police. Okay. She said they were drinking because they were shouting and swearing. They said that they weren't drinking. Also, they said that the police car arrived with two policemen. The police tried to explain to the police.
No, it's the
No.
guys.
The
Oh, no,
guys,
the guys.
what happened? Aquí yo diría lo que había pasado. What had happened. Lo que había pasado. But they did not
Happened.
listen. It's correct.
Oh, it's happened or no, excuse me, it's happened.
Yes. They didn't listen. They were taken to the police station. Okay. Your discussion, your conclusion. So, because we are young men, we believe in the first story, the situation could be very common. Okay. No, because
It's missing this last sentence with gossip. No, girl.
girl.
Oh, old lady.
Okay. With the old lady. Okay. Yes, she's looking through the window. No, because Bill and Frank tried is in past. Intentaron, tried to explain the situation to the police, but the police didn't listen to them. The verb listen is always with the preposition to. Listen to music, listen to a person, okay? Listen to.
Teacher, in what case we can use or listen, either listen or
hear?
Or hear, yes.
Okay. So I think the difference is as in Spanish, escuchar y oír, okay? It's kind of the same, really. But some cases, so for music, we always say listen. Y cuando yo hablo de escucho, te estoy escuchando, I'm listening to you. Si yo digo, oigo un sonido a lo lejos, I hear a noise far away, ¿ok? Sería más eso, el hear sería como el oír. Y
The
el
distance?
listen es escuchar, ¿ok?
The listening is more close and here is
Eso,
more.
sí, o más, ¿cómo diría? Más centrado, más enfocado. Estoy escuchando música. I'm listening to music. Oigo ruido. I hear the noise. ¿Ok? ¿Ves? El listen es como algo con más intención. Entonces, estoy escuchando. ¿Ok? Tú puedes decir, sí, te oigo por allá algo, pero cuando hablo con...
Yes.
Okay.
The meeting cut our conversation.
The meeting cut off. Okay, but that is the difference. Listen and hear. It's like in Spanish, listen, escuchar, hear, oír. Okay, it's very, very similar.
Thank you, teacher.
They had to release them because there wasn't enough evidence. No había suficiente evidencia. We believe that the police didn't have police records. They hadn't, este hadn't sería hadn't got, ¿ok? Recordemos el uso del have, o didn't have, o hadn't got. Okay, they hadn't got police records. Good job, okay. Excellent, guys. So we are waiting just for the next, for all the other students to come back. I think you are all back in the meeting. So tell me, did you finish, everyone? Could you finish the activity?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. All right, excellent, guys. So remember, I will check this. I will let you know when it is ready for you to check the comments, okay? Siempre les aviso cuando ya está la actividad revisada para que vean los comentarios, si hay algunas cositas en la gramática, pues para que las vayan teniendo en cuenta, okay? All right, guys, thank you for your participation. We'll see you tomorrow, okay? That is all for today. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Thank
teacher.
you.
Thank you.
Tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye, teacher. See you tomorrow.